Is the market chaotic, or it is possible to predict future movements with pure accuracy? There are a lot of discussions about this topic, and there is big amount of people that tell us that market is a casino, and it is impossible to take advantage here if you are not an insider trader. Really, most of the time it is so, but the trick is that you don't have to trade most of the time. When you always supervise real-time data, you can objectively see and feel when imbalance is critical and the boat is ready to reverse. It is not some magic happenstance or a second sight. As an example, I wrote in the TVT School chat about the global dollar index reversal. 28th of September, the ask price was 114.205, after which the price no longer reached this value. Also that day, the global high of an uptrend was established here. Why I told so? Because there was a very peculiar divergence between deltas on this movement from the start of the contract. If you put here the dynamic delta, you can see. The other thing that when fast tick chains happened, ask fast tick chains, HFT volumes on the chart, we had no reaction to the downside. The market was going to the upside from each ask HFTs. But this day, we see that after HFTs, we had a pullback and a big volume profile which indicated strong limit seller, because here we see the volume profiles, maximum volume profile inside the day, but this situation is another. And the second HFTs, as you see, they also had a reaction to the downside, ask HFTs of market buyers. So on the daily chart, we see that that was market high, and now the price is 106.25, and it is really trend reversal. I think that the market will continue falling. Traders very rarely make global forecasts. I trade swing and make forecasts during the week. It is not like one prediction among 100. I put such predictions in our TVT School channels one or twice a year. 215 members of this chart can prove this. So I want to make a conclusion that it is possible to predict markets. The biggest difficulty is to be patient and not to trade chaos. Sounds simple, but in fact it is not suitable for everyone. This Friday we had holiday in United States, Christopher Columbus Day, and COT data was not published. Also, in general, over the market, we have strong trend movements which have the reason strengthening of US dollar after new data about inflation. So we can't make some predictions by the end of the week. We will try to manage during the week when we will get new COT data on Monday evening and also new imbalances. I propose you to measure supply and demand zones which can help us to react, to buy or to sell the next week. On dollar index, we see that the first technical demand zone will be on the price 104.98, so 105. On the euro, the previous supply and demand zone is not actual. As you remember, previous week I told that then the market will break this volume level and make retest. It will go to this supply zone. Now we can delete this zone and put a new one. First of all, this big volume profile, very strong demand zone. Open interest, as you see, increased significantly that day. Also, we had delta divergence. So, of course, if the price will come here, it's better to find a possibility for buying. As you remember, I showed on euro very huge increasement of the position in hedge funds and we established buying priority that week in euro. What I want to say, traders, I really prefer to work with investment funds, with hedge funds, so I choose the direction of that guys when I make forecasts. So this direction is in priority. The second commercial level was respected and the price went to the upside significantly. The second resistance, which we can measure on the daily chart, this option strike level 1.07 and this technical level 1.08. And as I told that globally, I think that euro will continue growing and even there will be no possibility to enter from here. Maybe there will be some pullbacks with HFT volumes. If some buyers, for example, will close their position and we will see pullback and HFTs because of close of purchases, we can enter long position. British pound hits technical level of resistance, created HFT volumes on the level, some pullback. But as you know, when we see HFT volumes directly on the strong level, it will be broken to the upside with a high probability. For example, here HFT volumes were not in level. So from here, it is better to buy. It is possible to buy and put the stop loss where limit buyers are, because it is difficult for the price to go through these limit buyers. If even here we saw the positive reaction on their market sells, but if HFTs in significant level we have, the probability that this level will be broken is much higher. As you see, all the assets closed in zones of significant resistances. Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, the same. And it is difficult to predict something in these situations. Mexican peso closed below supply zone, made a reaction, but it's difficult really to say that it will go to these commercial levels of buyers, which we established the previous week. Swiss franc, an amazing movement. When we see such movements, we also think that we could take this opportunity. But as Mark Douglas said in his book, The Disciplined Trader, that if we could, we would participate. Therefore, we could not. Our feelings have to be synchronized with our thoughts, and those must be synchronized with our actions. If the actions were so that you did not enter this position, so your thoughts were not to enter this position, don't suffer. The sufferings about losing opportunities is the biggest problem of traders. It is really not so painful to lose money than to lose opportunity. Don't so? To defeat this feeling, you can read this book, Mark Douglas, Disciplined Trader. Very good book. One of the most useful in Traders' Bibliothèque. So traders, I flipped all the charts and don't see something significant. I can tell that maybe Coco, after these HFTs, can make some movement further through this daily resistance. Maybe it will. On wheat, I see also HFTs, but the falling of open interest, it is not good. No fuel for market to make movement to the upside. Very low delta, very low divergence here. So traders, the next week we can be more reactive, not predictive, to see new information and to use volume analysis and order flow analysis to bring our trading to new quality level. So, see you on the other side the next Sunday. Have a nice week and goodbye.